and welcome back to some more Sunless Sea. Oh, my voice is starting to go from talking so much. Like 4.5 hours nonstop, pretty much. Oh, although that is saying something about how interesting I find this game. Frostbound, vast and chilly, a fortress sieged by questions, answers, and riddles. Where's the entrance? This place looks pretty fucking cool with these walkways here. Yay, we have a secret. Let's preposition the maybe's daughter. What a coincidence, I was about to suggest the same thing. She's no interested in tediously sincere lovers. True, your veil's at least 20 points higher than your heart's. Okay. Fraternize with one of your doctors. Strobes you with efficiency and delighted enthusiasm. Bears a shapely shoulder. Winks. Oh yes, I have other tattoos. Let's see what we can find. Opportunities for other trysts will occur while you're at sea, substantially reducing terror. However, if you have a lover in port, they might find out. Well, I don't. So, port, where is it? This place is huge. It's not up there. And there's a lifeberg. Tanab is some distance. Okay, well, that's probably a hint of where we're supposed to go. And I must have just missed it. It must be, like, over that way. Maybe. I have found Tanab. I don't see a place to dock, though. Yeah, I don't see a place to dock. Right is some distance that way. Turn the light off. That thing is just blocking the way. Hopefully we can sneak near the, like the shore here. Okay, yeah, it's going the other direction. Good. Hug the shore. Is this where the port is? It wasn't up there, or I didn't see it up there. I don't see it down here either. Oh no, there's like a staircase there. It's probably hinting that it's there. Yep. Actually not gaining any terror here. Oh yeah, now we are. A little tiny bit. Stoddard's Haven. Khan's Glory. Well, that's probably where the Khanate is. Just gonna go out on a limb here and say Khan's Glory is probably a city belonging to the Khanate. Frostbound. Towers and ramps and galleries and stairs of ice. Raised and spun like an architect's honey dream. Instead of pipe dream, I guess. No spider ever wove so complex a web. The towers are utterly pristine, untouched by human life. But a pitiable encampment squats by the dock. Port report? Well, let's do that first. Not all are Aremi or Witern. There's the odd researcher, the occasional deranged ice sculptor, and now and then a very cold, very sad rubbery man. But for the most part, an atmosphere of friendly rivalry reigns, okay? Oh, this is where the Sly Navigator wanted to go. I mean, we have 20 echoes. Engage an officer, a tireless mechanic. He has had enough of Frostbound. He smiles at you over his spectacles, teeth chattering. Brr, I'm so glad to see a ship at last. Ready to offer my services. I'm an engineer, the best one you'll ever have. Ah. Chris is... I don't care about fuel efficiency as much. I prefer engine power. Treat engines like my own children. Not that I have children. Too busy. Usually busy. Okay. Let's take tea with squatters at the dock. Some of them wear the robes of Rami riddle fishers. Some look like wit-haired folk, but even more ragged. But they do seem a little more practical than either of those peoples. A surprisingly warm welcome. We're keeping these steps for the game of truths. A helpful riddle fisher explains. She fills your cup for the third time. Every year the people of Irem and Wither meet here for... She pauses. Contests. She finishes vaguely. The difference between a question and a riddle. One day someone will prove themselves enough to enter the castle. You spend a pleasant few hours while the tea is supplemented with Iremi liqueurs, pale white-haired beer, something the riddle fisher describes blandly as snake cake. They offer you fuel and supplies before you leave. We keep enough to spare, the riddle fisher grins. From time to time, a captain gets lost and comes up here. We always feel bad for them. Thank you. And let's allow the Sly Navigator to examine the tower. He climbs, panting eagerly. This is the Z, you see? He calls back. The Z has risen to become land. Ice is the soul of the Z, or the Zol of the Z. In ice, we find the Z at her most exemplary. And he's off again. You leave him to examine the tower, stirring up the battlements, his breath dragon humping. Okay? Where is he? Only a few minutes later, you glance back and the navigator is gone. You climb the steps to examine the spot where you saw him last. His coat lies in the snow. His footprints end at the tower wall. You poke through his coat and find a brass telescope from the Khanate, a much annotated chart, tobacco, and an alarming quantity of lice. But the navigator is gone. You never see him again. Revelatory chart. The Dark Spectacle Admiral will want to see this if the Admiralty favor is high enough and an outlandish artifact. This belongs in a museum, assuming that colonial imperial appropriation for the purpose of hegemonic taxonomization is a suitable response to the problem of intercultural contact, which it probably is, because museums are magnificent institutions. If you've made an ironclad will, you can convert a collection of these into an heirloom for your successor. Okay? Seems like a good trade. I mean, I wasn't even using him. Alrighty, that was interesting. Let's head down to that place, the Khanate. Oh god, my throat is killing me. We have gained a secret, and there's Tortoise. That is a big gun there. That gun's as big as the ship. Salt Steps. This is where the domain of the new Khanate, whose ancestors came here long before London fell. Man, this place has got cool music. This place has better music than London does. Khan's Heart, Leopard, Eagle. And I can leave through there. Or there, actually. It's dock. Khan's Glory, a place of stately isolation. Here are the palaces of the Khan and his court, each a fortress to itself. Sleek lords and ladies in belted robes breakfast on balconies. An unlikely antelope peeks at you from a park. Guns rotate easily on motorized gimbals. induce suspicion with that. Oh, I can, gain relations with these guys to improve, and have them improve relations with, the Khanate. Let's just cruise past the clan palaces. Clan lords are ever suspicious of spies, and those gun emplacements are vigilant. And turn back. A Khanate gunboat passes the harbor mouth twice. An officer in red and gold uniform scrutinizes you through a spyglass. Best save it for another time. No shops available. Well, shit. So if I just keep doing that, it's always going to be the same. Okay, so there wasn't much here. The Salt Lions is to the west. I don't want to go in that direction. Well, I guess I could. I could go there and then, like, down and around. Yeah, sure. I mean, I have found quite a few things to report back to the Admiralty. Beginner's luck. Well, we've already used that, unfortunately. Oh, I can use that? Interesting. I wonder what I use it for. The strategic information there. I don't think I want to improve my veils anymore right now. Okay, we lost 6-hole. Oh my. A little explosion. Oh my word. We need to... Sorry about that. Sorry about... There, that's out. Only smoke. Look at the... There. All's well that is well. And in the end, all matter of things shall be well. Gained 2 iron, 12 fragments, and lost 6-hole. Great. Escape still doesn't get you out of that menu you think I'd learn. Yeah, we should get the ship repaired when we head back to London. Baked breeze rises. The improbable scent of the desert. We're close to the salt lines. No island in range. Okay. Interesting how it doesn't show me as being there, even though it clearly was to get to the avid horizon. Whatever. And just in time for something to await us in port. There's a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. To basalt beasts cathedral-sized, they frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment, and creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Picking. There's a supply dock below. Okay, well, let's visit the Unmakers. Muscular pick-wielders rest on camp stools, watching your approach. Passing hip flasks around, an unctuous overseer begs you to sit. Fungal tisane and tea cakes. We get funding from the bazaar, it's true, but Station 4? I wouldn't call this Station 4, it's a little grandiose. The stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them are used as garden statuary, or occult ballast. Most of them. Some go to places under the bazaar. More tea cakes? Lost 5 terror. Comprised a report. 20 units of spare cargo space. We do not even remotely have that, but I might come back here with 20 units of spare cargo space. If I'll make, like, more than 200 echoes from it. But I don't have the space right now. It's not even that far away. Like, if you go just immediately between here and London, that'd be like probably like 3 fuel and 2 supplies for a one-way trip. And you could stop off at Demo Island and Hunter's Keep, potentially getting supplies at both of those places. I've already been to Demo Island. Oh, bumped into the ship. Or bumped into this. We didn't actually take any damage, which is nice. No islands within range. God damn it. How about now? Still no. And just a buoy. No islands in range, as we just sail down towards Abbey Rock. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Turn the lights back on. Oh yeah, we don't have any news. That's right. Well, it was worth stopping by. A sailor is praying. Okay. We've like explored quite a good deal of the map, actually. No islands in range, of course not. Come on, bats, get back here. Yeah, we're not going too far out of our way. There we go. One supply. Gather up the corpses. One supply and one tear. Totally worthwhile trade. Totally worthwhile. And then I think maybe head down to the Iron Republic, get more fuel. Seems like a good idea. Considering how disgustingly cheap it is there. And then head back to Salt Lines. Sell our surplus goods that we've been hanging on to in the hopes of finding a place that will buy it for more than London. Because it really doesn't seem like there's going to be a place like that. Maybe we can save up to get like an ironclad will or something, my god. Abbey Rock, can get some information here. Report. Let's watch the convent. One strange catch. Exotic refuse. The convent is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound the times of prayer. We're almost ready to give up when a side door opens. 4 nuns march out, carrying something wrapped in a blanket and fling it into the sea. Keep down to examine it. Well, it was likely unidentifiable even before the nuns used it for weapon practice. Now it leaks fluid from a dozen puncture wounds. It still smells of the sea. Might be some sort of fish, but best not look too closely. Okay. Use 1 supply. And yeah, sure, let's invite her to dine. But a fish digger. I do have a fish digger, fish dinner. I have a particular taste for fish. Holy crap. A knowing smile. I've heard about you. You like to invite your officers to dinner, learn their secrets. Well, you don't need to dig far to find my secret. I'm wanted to talk to you about it, see, actually. I know my father. I'm a countess on his side, actually. I'd like to find her. She's somewhere out at sea. If only... Really, you'd help me. That's too kind, if you insist. Here, it happens I made a list earlier tonight. Her mother will be found in one of the places. Wither, Isle of Cats, Irem, the Shalane Takon's Shadow, Port Carnelian, or the surface port of Naples. I know where one of those places is. Apparently you've agreed to find the mother of Maybe's daughter. I know where one of those places is. I know where Wither is. Do I even want to go to the Shepherd Islands? Yeah, I do, actually. Now that I think of it, I can get some information there. It's, Guider's Mourn that I may not necessarily get information from. Like information of a port report. Oh great, one of those things. Oh, interesting. Please don't sail this way. Sail, it's a fish. Fish do not sail. And we can turn the light back on. Stop by here, say hello, write up a report, and then leave. Should probably turn a little bit more so I don't crash into the damn island. And just in time yet again. Compile a report. The bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sights. Well, sight. You have heard of the Pillared Sea, where Irem lies? Wise man from Irem came here, 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were as big as fingers when I was young. Now they're as you see them. In my son's time, they'll be as big as dock cranes. Okay? And up to Station 3. Oh wait, no, not Station 3. We don't get anything at Station 3. Let's just head for, we could actually head for the Iron Republic and get fuel there. Like, now. It wouldn't actually be that big of a deal, and I might be able to explore something between here and yeah, okay. We got enough resources, let's do it. Buy more fuel. Only have to make one trip there now, rather than up to London and then down to the Iron Republic. We can just go to the Iron Republic, and then up to London. No islands in range, god damn it. I mean, it's not like I really expect there to be any islands at range this close to that island. Something awaits us in port, but there's no port nearby, so meh. It's a pretty volcanic-looking island there. Yeah, looks pretty volcanic. Long way to the west. Well, it just so happens we're going in that exact direction. It's March. What we started in... well, no. The first character started in December. The Promised Sea. All through this place, A song of the drownies lies shivering sweet in the wind, and this place looks weird as all hell. Looks like giant fungus. Several giant funguses, in fact. Lorcan Sport? Okay. Yeah, Fathom King's Hold. We have discovered it. Yay. Whoa. What's up with the background? Lorcan's Port, named for that most enterprising of drownies. Phosphor cells burn green, somewhere below the king waits. Like an iceberg, like a bizarre master's scheme, like the Neath itself, most of the hold is invisible. See only a tiny portion of sculpted coral. Rest waits below the surface. Fathom King's bone rooms and aquaria, his pearl snares and his dining chambers. Okay. Let's compile a port report. The porter watches you while you write. She says nothing. Those granted audiences turn dazed, awestruck. The king is not generous, but occasionally he is fair. Fathom King is the lord of the drownies, those dead who won't stop swimming, but by some accounts he's the lord of all who die at sea. Bring him a story to tickle his curiosity. Well, unfortunately, that's it, an amethyst tree. Captain, I think I might have slept. I know it was foolish, but my soul was soothed. I dreamed of another place, beneath a sky of amethyst. My skin was crusted with jewels. My claws were strong. Captain, if we pass this way again, I would ask leave to visit the hold again. One memory of a distant shore. That's 12 echoes in Winterblight, if I recall correctly. Gained hunger and terror. A ruby tree. Captain, I walked the shore at the edge of the coral caps. The drownies sported there. They called my name. They said I could join them. If I partook of the feast, their eyes were red as pearls, Captain. I dare not sleep. There is such a hunger on me. Okay, let's leave. This place does not seem very nice. Seems sort of like random event haven. Can get good things or bad things, dependent on your luck. And I've been really lucky so far with this game. This particular character, fuck with the second. Pages. I almost have as much fails as I do pages, and I started with 50 pages. Getting kind of low on fuel, but we're almost at the Iron Republic. No islands in range, okay. It's a good thing these officers don't actually count towards crew. Because otherwise you'd have to feed them as well. Cudgel's Bluff, or Kugel's Bluff. No, that's Cudgel, yeah. Had a brain fart there. What is all this stuff floating in the air? It looks like paper. Seems like a bad idea. Compile report. One tale of terror, memory of distant shore. We've gained a heart. Ooh. Yeah, we've seen this message before. That was the first one, except that time we lost a heart. On days such as this, The market is filled with crucified dragons and laws in waiting. They whistle a welcome. Okay. Supplies worth 20. How much do you buy them for 30? That's not worth doing at all. I don't remember if that's, I think that's a good price for selling at, London, but that's enough for this video. I will probably check a previous video to see the price of that in London. And the next time we'll head back there.